ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है,
ताल जीवन के पहलू का ये संग है।
ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है, ताल जीवन के पहलू का ये संग है।
ताल ही ज्ञान है, ताल ही शान है,
ताल ही ज्ञान है, ताल ही शान है।
ताल साजों सुरों का संगम
Namaskar, Pranam, and welcome back to another week of Tabla Tarang. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the last episode of the group stage rounds of this competition. We began round 1 in July, and here we are 3 months later, concluding the last round of this competition. Last week, we announced the shortlisted finalists for the Vilambit and Madhya groups. These mentors and groups are hard at work getting their performances ready for the grand finale. Today, we will listen to performances by the students in the Drut and the Ati-Drut categories and find out which teams make it to the grand finale. Let's go ahead and invite our judges, Tejawar Zoshiji and Pandit Amod Tankiji. Namaskar, Tejawar Ji and Namaste Ji. Welcome back. Good to have you here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Likewise.
Okay. So today we'll conclude the last round of Tabla Tarang, round 4, and everybody has been presenting short compositions in Teentaal. Let's go ahead and welcome our first group for this round. We have team Dhira Dhira. Welcome back from that presentation by Team Dhira Dhira. As I mentioned earlier, all of these groups will be presenting short compositions, and indeed they are very short. So will be a long episode today because we have 2 categories, but it'll also be short because of the short compositions. Coming up next, we have Team Dhwani. you, Team Dhwani, for that presentation. Next, we have Team Fast Dhitas. Okay. Now, just a reminder, we are in round 4 of Tabla Tarang, which is our last round for this competition. All groups are presenting short compositions in Teentaal. Let's go ahead and listen to our next group. We have Team Fast Dhitas. Thank you, Fast Dhitas, for that wonderful presentation. Now, compositions are one of my favorite pieces in a tabla solo, so it's great to hear these played. Let's go ahead and continue. We have the rhythmic impressions coming next. Thank you, Rhythmic Impressions, for that wonderful presentation of Teentaal compositions. Now, before we move on to our next group, a trivia question for all of you. See if you can guess what rag the lira is being played on and what instruments it's being played on. Let us know your answers in the live chat on Facebook and YouTube. Let's go ahead and move on to our next group. We have Sangat performing next. Thank you, Team Sangat, for that presentation. Now, just as a reminder for all our viewers, round 4, the judges will be taking the scores, but they will not be giving any feedbacks on the screen. You can see both the judges watching the performance on your screen while the performances are going on. Let's go ahead and keep going. Next up, we have Team Saukush. job, Team Salkush. Let's go ahead and continue with our next group. Up next, we have the Tabla teens, and as I mentioned earlier, they will be presenting short compositions in Teentaal as well. The scores for this round will not be shown after each presentation. So let's go ahead and move to our next group. We have the Tabla teens. And that was Tabla teens that you were just watching right now. Everybody in this category or in this round will be presenting short compositions in Teentaal. Last week we saw the Vilambit and Madhya groups presenting the same, and today we'll be watching the remainder of the Drut and the Ati-Drut categories. Let's go ahead and continue with our next group, and this is going to be our last group for the Drut category. Coming up is Team Gamak. All right, you almost got a once more over there. Jokes apart, let's go ahead and continue. Like I said, we have a packed event today. So that concludes our performances for the Druth category. Next up, we'll start right with our next category. We have the Ati-Drut category. Let's welcome our first group, the Baya Bros. done by the Baya Bros. Just like their team name, Bayas were really sounding great there. So great job there. Let's continue to move on. Next up, we have Farrukhabad Firangis. They'll be presenting short compositions in Teentaal as well. Great job, Farrukhabad Firangis, on those short compositions. Those dhira-dhiras are sounding pretty good there. Let's go ahead and continue. We have 3 more group pending for this category. Next up, we have Team Quarantina. Great job, Quarantina, on that performance. Now, I must mention out here, the presenters that we saw in this performance, Rahul and Nanduji, both of them are not only part of this competition here, but they are also mentors for our Category 2 performers, or Category 2 groups. And they're not only preparing their material, but they have also been hard at work helping the Category 2 students prepare their material for the grand finale. So a big shout out to them for making sure that they do both very diligently. Let's go ahead and continue with our next group. We have the Rela Ratans. Rela Ratans, well done on that presentation. Let's move to our last performer of round 4 and our last performer of this season. We have the Tabla twins. Thank you, Tabla twins, for that presentation, and you get the lucky honor of being the last group to present in this group stage performances. So my friends, with that, we conclude the last round of Tabla Tarang Season 1. It has been an entirely exciting journey for us, taking this event from the concept to the current stage. We have some exciting episodes planned before the grand finale, and we'll share those details with all of you very soon. Now, the judges are currently discussing the results for the groups that you saw. So we're going to go back in time and relive through one of the most ambitious performances that Tabla Niketan has done. A couple of years ago, Tabla Niketan students came together to perform 108 compositions in Teentaal. Now, you won't watch all of those, don't worry, but we want to show you a glimpse of some of those performances. So let's go ahead and enjoy this presentation of 101 Teentaal compositions by the students of Tabla Niketan. Namaste, everybody, and welcome back. The judges are ready to announce their decisions for the Druth and the Ati-Drut category. Tejorushi and Amoji, welcome back.
Hey, yeah,
So let's go ahead and first we'll start with Tejorushi. I'd like to request you to announce the results for the Druth category, the category 3.
yes, definitely. I would like to also mention all of them are doing so great. Again, very good to see the enthusiasm. Some have really thought on what we have discussed this far,
Yes.
and it's overall a very good feeling to be to be a part of this process, which
Thank
has
you.
taken months, and wherein you can start I mean, wherein you have seen that the process is starting, and then you've seen that the
Yes.
the change or whatever suggestions we are giving them throughout, they are really
Correct.
acting on it.
Yes,
So
definitely.
that's it's a very good thing to look out for. Please keep up this enthusiasm, as Ashish ji and Satish ji both are working so hard for all of you. So do keep that spirit up, and and so yeah. So we coming to the results. Category three results. We have selected best three.
Okay.
Those are the groups are second group Dhwani, third
Okay.
group Fast Dhitas,
Okay.
and fourth group Rhythmic Impressions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. And let's try to bring up the visuals for these groups on the screen. Let's have the first group. Just a moment so our team can bring up the visuals here. So our first finalists from the Druth category, we have Team Dhwani with Mukul Dangi and Swayam Radkar. Mukul and Swayam, congratulations and all the best for the grand finale. Our next team for the grand finale, we have the Fast Dhitas featuring Kailash Rao and Shamik Manthana. Kailash and Shamik, congratulations. And our last group, third group in this round, we have the Rhythmic Impressions with Sarang Deshpandeji and Shreyas Vartak. Sarangji and Shreyas, great job, congratulations, and all the best to all of the participants in this round. And let's go ahead and come back to our judges. Tejarushi, thank you so much for announcing these results. And once again, congratulations to all the participants. As I mentioned last week, going ahead or not is not the end here of your practice or the end of your tabla. In fact, this is the real beginning. This is where you should start taking this initiative daily. Like I said, Tabla Tarang is not going away anytime soon. We will be back again very soon. So you can join us again in that. Let's go ahead and talk to Amoji now. And Amoji, I'd like to request you to announce the results for the Ati-Drut category.
Thank you, Ashish. As the Jabrish said, everyone has improved very much other than previous rounds, and I'm very happy. And
Thank you.
also, I must appreciate efforts of your whole team, you Ashish, you and Doshiji, and other
Thank
all
you.
members, and also Satishji. It's very difficult to arrange that type of competition. I must appreciate
Thank
your
you.
efforts. And we have in this category four, we have selected four teams. The
Okay.
first one is Baya Bros.
Okay.
Number second is Farukhabad Firangi.
Okay.
Third is
Wonderful.
Quran Penna.
Okay.
And fourth is Rela Ratan.
Great. Thank you so much. And if you can give us a second, we'll bring these visuals on the screen so you can see who these teams are going to be. So our first team is the Baya Bros featuring Abhinav Das and Skanda Krishnan. Abhinav and Skanda, great job. Congratulations. Next up, we have the Farukhabad Firangis featuring Anshuman Sharma, Krishna Rao, and Sanat Pai. Now, this team is a special team because it's the only team in this group that has 3 performers. So, congratulations to all 3 of them. And next up, we have Koran Tinna featuring Nandu Sankaranji and Rahul Zingre. And our last team here is Rela Ratans featuring Rahul Rangaraj and Rigved Parve. Once again, a big congratulations to all of these participants. They've been working on this for months, and now we are very, very close to the grand finale. The 13 teams that have been selected between last episode and today's episode will now compete in the grand finale, where we will crown one group as the winner of season 1. Stay tuned to our next updates on the episodes. We have some special episodes coming in the weeks before the grand finale, so do stay tuned for those updates. Tejovrishji and Amoji, thank you once again for being here today and for your support throughout this entire season. It's been really fun working with all of you, so thank you so much for being here.
Our pleasure, entirely.
Thank you so much. So don't forget to tune in same day, same time next week. Thank you.
ताल ही अंग है,
ताल ही रंग है,
ताल जी